the flow. Against the flow. Love with snake. Against the flow.
Hello everybody! Welcome to another brand new edition of Against the Flow. Ako po ang inyong host. My name is Jordan and pag-usapan natin today ang isa sa mga favorite na topic, syempre ang love life yan. But did you know that before you consider this, you need to make sure na ikaw ay you decided well on this. It's a very crucial decision kasi napaka-crucial niyan. The best way you can ruin your relationship with God, for instance, is by being involved in the wrong one. So, if you're in the wrong relationship, kailangan mo na umexit yan. Or, why not, before you even enter, you look out for these warning signs. So, today, pag-usapan natin yung tinatawag na red flags para maiwasan natin yung mga wrong relationships, okay? So, keep it here on ATF.
Against the flow.
This is Against the Flow, our official hashtag. Pakigamit nyo para sa episode na to, ang ATF Red Flags. Okay? So, pag-usapan natin yan. Paano mo ba malalaman kapag hindi ka dapat pumasok sa isang relasyon or kung kailan umexit dito? When is it a good time to enter a relationship ba? When is it a good time to leave? Well, there are these warning signs and you need to watch out for these flags. Kasi out there, di ba? Warning signs are good. If you are about to cross a railroad where there's trains crossing, it has these lights, di ba? Even in the road, in the intersection, there are these stoplights, there's stop signs. So you have to follow those kasi kung hindi, madidisgrasya ka. Now the problem is, people can't seem to get a clue once their hearts start running or masyadong mabilis ang pagpasok sa love life. Kaya just like in the road, kung masyado kong kaskasero, paspas, hindi mo mababasa yung mga sign. Pwede ka rin mawala kasi you're trying to find a place and can you imagine, nandito yung parang nagsasabi kung saan ka i-exit, di ba? So, you need to find out kung yung tao na to ay tama ba para sa iyo? Or ito ba yung tamang panahon? Baka naman may mga ladies dyan na nagsasabing, he's perfect. It's just that he's not a Christian. Yeah, he's probably had 100 girlfriends. Some of them got pregnant. Hindi niya sinusuportahan ng child pag-sustain doon. And then, and all my family is against this person. Well, guess what? Love isn't blind, girl. Okay? Problem is, we tend to be blind. We have these blind spots. So while God may give us these warning signs into not entering a relationship, so you need to watch out for these because sometimes we can be so biased with our feelings. So when you're too fast, you may miss these signs, as I was saying. And where we're so excited, masyado kang excited naman, na pumasok or ito na, nagkakamali pag nagmamadali. You need to watch out for those red flag people. Okay? Make sure before you get involved with somebody, kung meron silang issues, i-handle na nila yun before you guys get into the relationship. It can't be like you're going to enter into a relationship. Oh, he's gonna change naman, she's gonna change naman. Don't enter in a relationship hoping that person will change. Enter kapag nag-change na talaga sila. So you have to pray about it a lot. Ask for not just the good signs, but also pray that God will open your eyes to the red flags. And ang tanong, papansinin mo ba yung mga signs na to pag pinakita sa iyo ng Lord to?
Against the flow.
So ito na. Ano ba yung mga red flags na pwede nating tawagin before you enter into a relationship? So para sa mga single dyan, a lot of you like to ask the question, what is the right age that I can get in a relationship? Actually, that's the wrong question because if you ask the wrong question, you won't get the right answers. So the right question to ask is, are you ready? Are you ready? So you need to pray about it. Test it with, are you at the right age? Make sure na ikaw ay di sa nasa murang edad, masyado na naglalaro ka pa ng laruan tapos biglang papasok ka sa relasyon. Alam mo, hindi laruan ng puso, okay? Yung maturity mo. Is it really wise, for instance, a lot of young teens, 12, 13, entering their adolescence. So when you're at this age, there's a lot of changes in your body that you're trying to figure out and you're confused even. So you could even ask if you're that kid, is it really a right time to get to know another person samantalang I'm still adjusting with myself and figuring out who I am? I mean, it's already hard to figure out somebody else. So you have to ask that question, is it wise? And when you fight over candy or the little things, okay, yan. Now, have you ever waited enough on it? Kasi love is like fine dining. Wala siyang drive-through or take-out. You need to be in it talaga with the intent to experience. It's like a journey. Because rushing may be destructive. Kaya laging mali po. Laging nagkakamali kapag nagmamadali. So do take your time. Be willing to wait. Tiis-tiis lang even if medyo masakit kasi it's better to hurt or suffer for waiting than to hurt and suffer for rushing. You know, ang forever, hindi minamadali yan kasi matagal yan eh. Kaya huwag ka masyadong magdali because true love waits. The Bible says in Song of Solomon in 2:7, do not arouse or awaken love until it so desires. Wag daw muna until it's ready. So just like food, it takes time to prepare, to cook. Wala naman siguro sa inyo kumakain ng may dugo-dugo pa or gumagalaw pa yung kakainin nyo, di ba? Yak, kadiri yun. So there would be less people hurting nowadays or less depressed or suicidal if there were more waiting. Now, it's not just are you ready? Is that person ready? Nowadays, puro na lang mga tao sa online, puro hugot, puro na lang tungkol sa kanilang mga hurts. Kasi nga, dinedma nila yung mga red flags. So, be careful for the other person. You have to also do a background check. Does this person have a history of two-timing? Does this person, siya ba ay merong anger issues? Siya ba ay, well, you have to ask these good questions. Ano ba yung upbringing niya? How long before their last relationship are they entering to this one? Baka naman kabibreak lang kanina. Tapos, ikaw kagad ang pinupursue ni kuya. Now, the opposite of malandi naman is a thing called torpe. Kung may mga tao masyado namang outgoing, masyadong laging sumusugod sa love life, yung torpe naman, the thing is, mga lalaki, it's your role to pursue. So, mga ladies, if the guy is not pursuing you properly, red flag yon. Kung hindi nila kayang harapin yung pamilya mo at magpaalam sa iyong mga magulang, red flag yon. Okay? Now, if you're saying, I'm not sure kasi kung Christian siya eh, baka hindi tanggap ni Papa, pastor pa naman yung Papa ko. Of course not. So, there you go. There's that red flag. Now, if you avoid red flags while you're single, you can avoid the red flags later on. Kasi mas mahirap nga namang alisan ng isang relasyon. You know? Kasi naman, bago ka pumasok sa maling relasyon, huwag mo na pasukin. Okay? So, say you didn't see these red flags. Minsan talaga, you can miss the signs there. So, you're in a relationship na. What do you do then? Pagbalik, I'll tell you.
Against the flow. Love that's mega.
Hi guys, this is Berwin Mailey and I go against the flow. Yahoo!
Against the flow.
Back here on ATF, talking about these red flags pagdating sa love life. Kanina pinag-usapan natin kung ano yung mga dapat i-avoid. I mean, paano mo siya i-avoid yung wrong one? And while you're still single, watch out for those red flags. Now, what do you do if you're in the relationship na and medyo may toxicity? Are there also red flags there? Yes. Let's watch out for those red flags to get out of a relationship. For instance, it doesn't have to be me and you against the world kind of relationship or me and you against the church. Minsan kasi ganun, walang pakialaman sa mga others. Di naman kailangan magkalaban yung iyong partner sa iyong mga family or friends. Minsan ganun eh. So sometimes, that's a red flag right there. Kung merong hindi sila click sa iyong close circle, that is something. Maybe that's God telling you that you shouldn't be involved in that. So parents and friends, if they disapprove or disagree, may kasabihan pa nga tayo na moms know best. Kaya alam nyo, ako once upon a time, tinanong ko yung nanay ko eh, Ma, what do you think of this person? And ganito, at gusto niya. So that person is the person I married today. Kasi aprobado din niya ni Mama. O diba? It works! If you're hiding it naman, baka naman may mali. Diba? And when else do you exit a relationship? If you're a Christian, if the temptation is too high, or let's say bumagsak ka na dyan and then hindi ka makatayo-tayo from the sin that you're living in. How about when your grades are going lower? I mean, I know some people na naging okay yung relationship because naging inspiration nila sa pag-aaral. So, tumaas yung mga grades nila. Pero, aminin natin, marami ang bumabagsak din. Kasi imbes na mag-aral, nagde-date, or ano ba, nagchat-chat, or basta, they should be studying pero they're busy dating or doing something sa relationship. So, if it makes you less attentive or active in the church or ministry, if your relationship with God is suffering, kung hindi ka na nagdi-devotion, nagbabasa ng Bible, nagpe-pray, pero grabe ka naman kung makausap mo siya, di ba? Hindi kayo makapaghiwalay para kayong tuko. If there's something wrong, mahirap talagang i-share to. There's a lot of people naman, mga relationships na nagpo-post tungkol sa relationship. Open sila online. Akala nila nakaka-bless sila. Yung pala nakaka-stress sila sa mga mata ng mga viewers. So you need to ask God for discernment and listen to others' advice. If what they are saying is consistent with the Bible and it's spoken in love and you know these people care about you, makinig ka naman. Then you could also imagine the mighty hand of God tapping you on your shoulder, prompting you to turn from these plans of yours and take a better path. So, yung mga consistent concerns are actually red flags. If God has lovingly placed in your life people who love you then to warn you about the trouble ahead, listen, gising, okay? Learn, be smart, and break up if you have to. Okay, get out of the danger zone. Okay, now if that person, other toxic red flag signs, kung war freak sila, the Bible talks about how it's better to live in the corner of the house or the housetop, the roof, than live with a quarrelsome wife or even a partner. So it's better to wait long daw, sabi ng isa, than to marry wrong. Other things that I've seen in the youth ministry throughout the years, maraming bumabagsak sa sexual temptation. So there's fornication or intimacy outside of marriage. Now, a real man will lead you to the altar, not the bedroom, ladies. Ang goal, ang magkaroon ka ng relationship na nasa tama, hindi yung ililid ka sa kama. If you can't stop sinning, then you should stop seeing. Watch out for those also mga man-child na tinatawag, masyadong batang isip, immature, more into his video games or toy collection. Although I know some people na toy collectors who made good husbands naman. But what I'm saying is, kung sila ay hindi pa handa sa mature relationship, maybe you should not be involved with that relationship. At kung mas excited pa na, yun nga, sila gawin yung mga bagay na hindi mahalaga sa buhay, even wala silang time sa Lord. Somebody even said it this way: if a person does not like the Lord's presence, you should not even like to be in that person's presence. Somebody said it this way: tinetempt niya yung partner niya na Christian, na alam naman niya Christian, siya hindi. Sabi niya, if you love me, dapat gawin mo to. Kung mahal mo talaga ako. Hindi. That's a red flag, ladies. Or even guys, kung meron gumanon sa inyo. Because someone who loves you will say, you know what, kahit hindi mo gawin to, mahal pa rin kita. Okay? So that's love. It's not about what you can take, it's about what you can give. So kung walang sacrifice na galing sa isang tao, and that's another red flag. So remember, only God can change people. So if you think that you have this messianic complex na kaya mo sang i-save or baguhin, hindi natin trabaho yon.
Against the flow. Of the snake.
Hey guys, Perkins Twins here, Jesse and Christian, and we go against the flow.
Against the flow.
I think the ultimate red flag is when God is against it. Kasi if God is for us, who can be against us? But if God is not for us naman, everything can go wrong or everything can go against us. So dapat, meron ka talaga tinatawag na peace of mind. If you doubt that person you are dating is the one you're meant to marry and fear that it keeps you from breaking off the relationship, that's a red flag right there. faith and peace, they go together. Doubt and fear mean no. Doubt never means yes and always means no. While, wait a while, God does not lead through doubt. So if you don't have that peace, that's not really good for you. Okay? So when it comes to relationships, you have to remember to really, really pray about it and get some wise counsel. May nakita akong meme sa Facebook. Nakalagay, gusto ng God-centered relationship pero hindi alam ni pastor. Tapos may nag-comment, bakit kailangan ba malaman ni pastor? Kasi hindi nga naman pastor-centered relationship, God-centered, di naman God si pastor, di ba? And if you were to ask me that question, kailangan ba talaga malaman ni pastor? I would say, hindi. Kung di siya yung kukuhanin mo para magkasal sa'yo, hindi niya kailangan malaman. Pero kung sa amin ka lalapit para magpakasal balang araw, never kayo nagparamdam, and then all of a sudden you wanna get married and you need somebody like us to, make you guys legal. Alam nyo, ako nag-i-interview muna ako bago ko ikasal. Kasi nga, may hirap na kung itong dalawa na to nagpakasal for the wrong reasons or kung alam ko naman, may mga red flags na itong dalawa magkakahiwalayan, hindi ko na itutuloy yung kasal kasi damay pa yung pangalan ko sa papers na pipirma din ako dyan. So, that's what I'm saying. You need to involve the pastor, godly people. And if not, ask the question, why not? Bakit? May mali ba? Kaya hindi mo sila ma-involve? Kasi if you're really in the right relationship, that would be no problem to you. Now, let's take a look at Solomon in the Bible. I like his example. He's very wise, he's very rich, and he had a lot of very beautiful women in his life. But a lot of people say idol si Solomon, pero that led to his downfall. I mean, he loved and he felt like one was not enough, one person. And so he loved over 1,000 women. Can you imagine that? But ito ang aking parang nakitang ginawa ni Solomon na mali. Binigyan siya ng warning na ng Lord eh. Kumbaga, ito na yung red flag eh, na you should not intermarry. And what did he do? You read about it in Deuteronomy 17:17, where God told him that kings should not have foreign wives. So, how do we apply this today to us, mga Kristiyano? You should not, wag sinabing foreign, hindi naman ibig sabihin nun, wag yung Amerikano or galing sa ibang bansa. Pero wag naman yung alien sa faith mo. Diba? Kasi that's exactly what Solomon did. He got involved in a relationship with someone who does not have a relationship with the God that he has a relationship with. Ano nangyari? He ended up building high places or temples to please itong mga asawa niya. And later on, eventually, he would be joining them in their worship. So even though Solomon built the temple of the Lord, he also built these other temples na sa idols naman. So itong red flags, I mean, it goes for anything really. Mas iiyak ka talaga pag pumasok ka sa relasyon na ayaw ng Lord. And if red flags mean no, don't worry kasi may yes din naman ang Lord na waiting sa atin later on. If we wait on the right time and the right person, time will come. You don't want to be anywhere where God isn't. And that is why you shouldn't want to be in a relationship that will only take you away from God's presence or take His place in your life. So are you ready to give up any relationship? Because a lot of people, they will remain in a toxic relationship and remain miserable and they're trying to, sugarcoat na, no, I could stay in here till the person changes or kapatid or whoever you are, don't wait na ikasal ka pa and then pagkasal na kayo saka ka pa makikipaghiwalay. It's an accident waiting to happen. So like I said, I plead with you guys, if you see these red flags, if you see that you are drifting from God and that you are loving this person more than God, it's time to get out of there.
Against the Flow.
You are still with us here on Against the Flow, brought to you by the Church of the Nazarene and this station. Reminders lang po to please like our Facebook page, Against the Flow Media. We got Twitter at Against the Flows. We got TikTok at Against the Flow TV. Also Instagram. And you could always email us at weareagainsttheflow@gmail.com.
Against the Flow.
Good news. God doesn't always give red flags. I mean, there will be red flags, but not all the time. Nagbibigay din ng Lord ng green flags. Well, the thing is, you have to listen to both flags. You know? Kapag sinabi ng Lord red, stop. Pag sinabi ng green, go. Basta kapag will ng Lord, dun tayo. Kasi the best yan eh. Huwag mo nang piliin yung will mo. Kasi alam nyo, yung will natin, pag ino-compare mo yan sa will ng Lord, ang laking ganda ng plano ng ating Ama sa atin. Our daughter Naz will be celebrating her birthday this year. Gusto niyang mag-celebrate sa isang fast food na restaurant dahil naka-attend na siya ng mga kiddie parties. And sabi niya parang gusto doon niya sa birthday niya doon siya mag-party. Kami naman mga parents niya, meron kaming plano na maybe, because we had plans supposedly this year to go to the US and go to a place called Disneyland. So we said, anak, doon tayo mag-birthday mo, sa 5th birthday mo sa Disneyland. And she's like, but I want to celebrate dito sa fast food restaurant. Now, it's hard to explain to this young kid the difference if you're gonna weigh California, Magic Kingdom, or Disneyland versus this little fast food chain, di ba? That's exactly us with the Lord. The Bible says He can give us more than we can ask or imagine. Kaya kung merong mas magandang, mas malaking plano ang Lord sa atin, bakit natin pinagpipilitan yung gusto natin? Mas maganda yung will ng Lord always. Kaya, like I said, pag nagbigay siya ng mga warning signs, mga red flags, sundin na natin to. And then watch out kapag nagbigay na siya ng green. At pag nag-go ka, magpapasalamat ka na, sinunod mo siya. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you guys were blessed. My name is Jordan, reminding you only dead fish swim in the current. So let's go against the flow. Let's go.
Kontra mi sa sug, kutok yang agos. Laban ako sa